I just like the sound of it.
100, 100, 100.
Read, remember, repeat. Y'all know what come first in this show. We definitely showing love. If y'all know my body, y'all know we showing some love on this show. Shout outs to Doc Spills and Iron Mastery Academy. Like I told you, they making trading simple. Learning how to invest by just simply matching your colors. You match your colors and you win trades, man. I'm telling you guys, this is simple. And I think this is what we all should be getting into as far as managing our own money and managing our own finances.
For slick talker, big ocean, big waters. Usually we don't swim often.
Golf course.
Talking about pains and diamonds. Wristwatch, go TikTok.
Surround your mind with greatness. Some of it will rub off. This is my office. This is where I start my day. And every day I read something. Form a habit of reading every day. It's about profit.
Oh, and like, I love what you're doing as far as the read, remember, repeat, because that's imperative, man. A lot of times, including myself, when I first started getting back into reading.
And always, family, remember this. Read, remember, and repeat.
Oh,
All
man,
you have to do
out with that, man. Big Mitch, man. Thank you.
Fantastic morning, everybody. Hope everybody is rejuvenated. Had a good sleep yesterday, and woke up ready to conquer the day, ready to get some more knowledge to help you conquer the day. And this is where you do that at. Read, remember, repeat. It's your host with the most, Michael Boyd. Everybody that know me may know me as MUGGA Boy. And we jumped into this book, Napoleon Hill's Philosophy of Success, the 17 Original Lessons, never before published, right? And this is source. We talked about the meaning of faith in chapter 3, and now we're on the 30 pleasing personality traits. We left off on like 6, but yeah, we'll start off at 6 and keep going from there. Hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Let's go. A pleasing tone of voice. The spoken word is the medium by which one most often expresses one's personality. The tone of voice, therefore, should be so definitely under control that it can be colored and modified so as to make it convey any desired meaning quite in addition to the words used. As your voice is the most direct expression of your innermost self, you should be very careful to do yourself full justice with it. 7. The habit of smiling. This habit, like many others, is directly related to the individual's mental attitude, and it discloses the nature of his mental attitude almost perfectly. The man who desires to improve his personality should devote a definite amount of time each day to practicing before a mirror until he is able to harmonize the tone of his voice with his smile. The habit will pay big dividends on the time devoted to it. Number 8, facial expression. Men have no tails for wagging, but they do have muscles that control the lines of their faces. And these muscles serve the same purpose. A smile produces one arrangement of these lines, while a frown produces an entirely different arrangement. But each conveys with unerring accuracy the feeling that is taking place within the mind. Thus, the smile, the tone of voice, and the expression on the face constitute open windows through which all who may see and feel what takes place in the minds of people. Number 9, tactfulness. Tactfulness consists of doing and saying the right thing at the right time. There are many ways in which people show their lack of tact, but the following are among the more common. Carelessness in the tone of voice, often resulting in gruff and irritable tones, indicating that the speaker is displeased or in a negative mental attitude. The habit of speaking out of turn when silence would be more appropriate. Interrupting the speech of others, one of the most frequent expressions of discourtesy, and also indicating a lack of culture. Overworking the personal pronoun. Volunteering opinions that have not been requested and for which no reason exists, especially on subjects with which one is not familiar. Presuming upon friendship or acquaintanceship in asking favors one has not earned the right to request. Expressing one's dislike too freely. 10. Tolerance. Tolerance consists of an open mind on all subjects toward all people at all times. In addition to being one of the more important of the traits of a pleasing personality, an open mind on all subjects is one of the 12 great riches of life. 11. Frankness in manner and speech. Individuals of sound character always have the courage to deal directly and openly with others, and they follow this habit even though it may at times be to their disadvantage. Perhaps their greatest compensation consists in being able to maintain a clear conscience. 12. A keen sense of humor. A well-developed sense of humor aids an individual in becoming flexible and adjustable to the varying circumstances of life. It also enables him to relax and, of course, to become more human. Moreover, a keen sense of humor keeps one from taking oneself and life too seriously, a tendency toward which many people are inclined. 13. Faith in infinite intelligence. Faith in infinite intelligence inspires faith in other things as well, while doubt begets doubt. Faith is the master gate through which one may give one's brain free access to the great universal power of thought. Faith must inevitably be woven into every principle of the philosophy of individual achievement, because the intangible power of faith is the essence of every great achievement, no matter what may be its nature or source. 14. A keen sense of justice. Justice as the term is used here refers to intentional honesty. The individual so rigidly adheres to this deliberate honesty that he is motivated by it under all circumstances. Family, we're going to jump into some sauce, and then we're going to jump right back into these 30 pleasing personality traits. Let's
go. Reading is to the mind what exercise is to the body. Good books shape your whole personality, your way of thinking, and your observation power. Everything will change by the habit of reading. Every book, or it's better to say everything which you see, touch, feel, and imagine, have an impact on your personality. Reading is an immersive experience that brings your brain alive. It creates its own images and ideas as you lose yourself in a book. You can actually physically change the structure of your brain through reading. Your brain on books is active. It's growing, changing, and making new connections and different patterns, depending on the type of material you're reading. Let's check out how reading affects your brain and your life. Stress reduction. According to a study in 2009 by Dr. David Lewis, a neuropsychologist at MindLab International, reading reduced stress levels by as much as 68%, which was more than listening to music, having a cup of tea, playing video games, or going for a walk. The researchers noted that participants who engaged in just 6 minutes of reading experienced slower heart rates and reduced muscle tension. It doesn't really matter what book you read. By losing yourself in a thoroughly engaging book, you can escape from the worries and stresses of the everyday world and spend a while exploring the domain of the author's imagination. Memory improvement. When you read, your brain is doing a lot more than just decoding words on a page. Reading is more neurobiologically demanding than processing images or speech. It's a neural workout. As you read, disparate parts of your brain, such as vision, language, and associative learning, work together. According to scientists, one of the best ways you can exercise your brain is reading. And the reason why is all connected to memory. When you read, you're involving lots of functions, such as phonemic awareness, visual and auditory processes, comprehension, fluency, and more. Reading pushes your brain into action, maintains concentration, and allows your mind to process the events happening before you. The more you read and engage that part of your brain, the easier it is to keep your memory strong. Reading increases your creativity. The more we read, the more enlightened we become. Gaining knowledge empowers our minds and broadens its range. Reading broadens our imagination by stimulating the right side of our brain. It literally opens our minds to new possibilities and new ideas, helping us experience and analyze the world through others' lives. According to a research, reading before bed will make you more creative and passionate about your projects. It is no coincidence that the majority of executives, investors, and leaders in any area take the time to read before sleep. It helps them not only relax from the busy day they have had, but also train their creativity and give them new ideas or career approaches. Reading strengthens your brain. Not only does regular reading help make you smarter, but it can also actually increase your brain power. Just like going for a jog exercises your cardiovascular system, reading regularly improves memory function by giving your brain a good workout. Reading before bed improves your sleep quality. Opening a book before you go to bed could help you overcome insomnia. When the mind is engaged in a world constructed by words, stress disappears and the body relaxes, making the way for sleep. A thoroughly engaging book opens up the imagination and helps you enter an altered state of consciousness. These subtle levels of decompression help you fall into a deeper and higher quality of sleep. Reading consistently before bed will significantly enhance your memory and mental abilities in all stages of life. By reading before bed, you switch off from the world around you and ensure that both your mind and your body is rested and ready for the new day.
And we are back, family. I think we are on 15. Let's keep it going. Appropriateness of words. The English language is replete with words that carry every conceivable shade of meaning. Hence, there can be no valid excuse for the common habit of using words that offend the sensibilities of others. And of course, the use of profanity at any time or under any circumstances is wholly inexhaustible, inexcusable. At any time or under any circumstances is wholly inexcusable. Control of the emotions. Control of the emotions can be attained through one of the 12 riches, self-discipline, and it is necessary for enjoying the benefits of a pleasing personality. Some of the feelings that must be brought under control are, on the negative side, fear, hatred, anger, envy, greed, jealousy, revenge, irritability, and superstition. On the positive side, they are love, sex, faith, hope, desire, loyalty, sympathy, and optimism. 17. Alertness of interest. One can pay another no greater compliment than concentrating one's attention upon that person's personal interest. It is a great accomplishment to be an attentive listener when another is speaking than to be an able speaker. 18. Effective speech. We have only to observe carefully to find men who have risen to great heights of personal achievement because of their ability to sell themselves and their ideas through dramatic speech. The most important factor in effective speech is a thorough knowledge of the subject about which one speaks. The greatest of all rules of effective speaking can be stated in one sentence. Know what you wish to say. Say it with all the emotional feeling at your command, and then sit down. 19. Versatility. The more popular types of people are very versatile. They have at least a surface knowledge of many subjects. They are interested in other people and their ideas, and they go out of their way to express that interest when it will inspire appropriate reaction. 20. A fondness for people. People who dislike others will inevitably be disliked. Through the principle of telepathy, every mind communicates with all other minds within its range. The person who wishes to develop an attractive personality is under the constant necessity of controlling not only his words and deeds, but his thoughts as well. 21. Control of temper. The man who lets his temper fly in all directions is sure to find it alighting where it will do him great injury on the rebound. Perhaps the greatest injury an uncontrolled temper may do is from an uncontrolled tongue. Emotion under control, however, is one of the greatest of all powers available to humanity. 22. Hope and ambition. A man without an ambition or the hope of achieving it may be harmless to others, but he will never be popular. No one cares very much about a person who shows clearly by his deeds or lack of deeds that he has abandoned hope of getting ahead in this world. 23. Temperance. The man who lacks the necessary self-discipline to manage his personal habits instead of being controlled by them is never attractive to others. This is especially true of the habits of eating, drinking, and sexual relationships. Excesses in relation to any of these destroy personal magnetism. 24. Patience. This is a fast-moving, high-speed world, and the tempo of human thoughts and deeds is so rapid that people often get into one another's way. Therefore, patience is required to avoid the destructive effects of friction in human relationships. 25. Humility of the heart. This is the outgrowth of understanding of man's relationship to his Creator, plus the recognition that the material blessings of life are gifts from the Creator for the common good of all mankind. The man who is on good terms with his own conscience and his Creator always is humble at heart, no matter how many of the material riches of life he may have accumulated or what his personal achievements may be. 26. Appropriateness of personal adornment. The best dressed person is usually the one whose clothes and accessories are so well chosen and whose entire ensemble so well harmonized that the individual does not attract undue attention because of his or her personal adornment. 27. Effective showmanship. Effective showmanship combines many of the other traits of a pleasing personality, such as facial expression, control of the tone of voice, appropriate personal adornment, proper choice of words, mystery of the emotions, courtesy, effective speech, versatility, a positive mental attitude, a keen sense of humor, alertness of interest in other people, and tactfulness. 28. Clean sportsmanship. Clean sportsmanship is an important trait of an attractive personality because it inspires people to cooperate in a friendly manner, indicative of sound character. It hardly needs further endorsement. Family, that is our time, right? I don't want to keep y'all too long, and we are going to read the last two traits, 29 and 30, when we get back to it tonight. We're doing the shows twice a day now, so that's twice the learning. Tapping in the morning, tapping at night. Get with us, and y'all already know the slogan: read, remember, repeat. So go back and watch the videos if you need to get that knowledge again. Peace.
You think you're cool with 100 likes? You think it's cool for 100 nights? This year I'm taking 100 flights. I'm eating good for 100 nights. Peach cobbler, sweet potato pie on the side of a lobster. Big money, we mobsters. Big money, we monsters. Big talk for the big walkers. 100 bands for.
It's presidential, the outcome evidential. We strive for higher mental. This time no accidental. We shine because we special. No Kim, Kali, or Kendall. The others, I ain't forget you. Some stories just isn't mental. I'm loving this instrumental, ayy. I write my life down with a pencil, ayy. Never paid attention, but I should've. Never finished blocks, cause shorty just got shot outside of the sandbox. It ain't inspiring. Product of the environment, tired of seeing these niggas dying. Mothers and fathers crying. We all hear the iron. Did you hear it too? Or maybe this one, it ain't meant for you. I think about now and when I'm finished too. I think about mind, body, and spiritual. Like leaving something gone, you still feel it too. And writing these bars, know what I finna do. Put it on the wall and laugh about how we did it too. I'm praying all the good for you. But dog, I don't really know what's good for you. But listen to the end of you and don't believe in difficult. Focus on the visual, I swear we going digital. Bitcoin rising, this shit is visible. If you listen to those raps, this shit is minimal. Unless you out here trying to be a criminal. Most of the shit is taken from us, it ain't additional. No broken bones, but this medicinal loud. I get the feeling that you wishing you could go get it now. Everybody that's around start to look like a crowd. You gotta look inside yourself and start from the ground. Analyze who is there and analyze who is not. I ain't talking about family, I ain't talking about the block. I'm talking about you and everything that you got. The conductor of the train, the only one to make it stop. And the pilot on the plane, the only one to make it hop. That's when I found out it was cream in the crops. I'm on my way to the top, and now I'm getting a lot. Push foreigns off of the lot, dividing them into lots. I look like I hit a lot. We turning up on the yacht, we shining a billion watts. We tying a trillion knots. They trying to boycott, they want with the boycott. Damn.